The weak-minded demand recognition. They seek validation from those around them. They scream into the void, hoping that someone, anyone, will acknowledge them. But the Sith do not seek approval. We seek power. We understand a truth that most will never grasp. Transformation is not something to be displayed. It is something to be cultivated in the shadows, sharpened in secrecy, and revealed only when it is undeniable. Darth Bane once said, "To truly gain power, one must first erase the weakness that binds them. Let the galaxy think you are dead, then return as something they never imagined." Yet, most fear chaos. They fear solitude. They fear the silence of the unknown. But you must learn to thrive in the darkness, because that is where true power is born. If you want to disappear, reinvent yourself and re-emerge as something unrecognizable to those who doubted you. Then you must follow the Sith teachings in this lesson today. I will teach you 4 ruthless methods to erase the weaknesses of your past and forge the future you desire from within the shadows. Part 1. Use silence as a weapon. The greatest enemy to transformation is exposure. The more you reveal your plans, the more others seek to control or sabotage them. If you wish to disappear and rebuild, the first step is to become silent, become unseen. Silence is not just the absence of words, it is the denial of access. Do not tell people what you are doing. Do not seek approval for your plans. Do not let their opinions seep into your mind like poison. You are forging yourself anew, and no one is entitled to witness the process. Do not announce your ambitions. Do not share your next move with your acquaintances. The more you talk, the more your words drain your willpower and scatter your focus. A Sith does not hope, he acts. He does not announce his victories, he dominates in silence. Here are some ways to use this method in practice. Cut ties with those who do not serve your growth and ascent. Speak only when necessary. Let your presence, not your words, command respect. And finally, move in silence. Act without hesitation, but also without visibility. Part 2. Rebuild your identity. The weak will try to reinvent themselves while still clinging to the old version of who they were. This is why they fail. If you wish to transform, you must erase what no longer serves you and construct a new self from the foundation up. This must be cold and calculated. There is no room for excuses. Who you were before, it does not matter. Who you will become, that is your only concern. The Sith do not mourn their past identities. We burn them to the ground and enter the phase of the becoming self. The man who was hesitant, gone. The one who was weak and craved validation, dead. You are not fixing yourself, you are replacing yourself. You must redefine your values, your habits, and your environment to align with this new identity. A Sith does not live life by default. We reshape it to our will. Some ways to utilize this in your own life would be to choose a single dominant goal, a force that will drive you relentlessly forward. Destroy old habits and replace them with new, disciplined rituals. Every action you take must serve this transformation. There is no room for hesitation. Part 3. Do not reveal your progress. The fool is eager to show off. He builds muscle and immediately flexes in the mirror so everyone can see. He earns wealth and rushes to display it with materialistic things. And in doing so, he sabotages himself. The Sith do not reveal their strength until it is undeniable. Understand this. Every glimpse of your progress given to the world weakens your momentum. When others see your transformation, they either envy it or seek to undermine it. The weak will attempt to pull you back into mediocrity because your rise threatens their complacency. A true Sith does not need to waste energy proving himself. He will let the world know when it is time for them to know. Until then, you must vanish from the eyes of the weak. Work, build, and sharpen yourself in the shadows. Part 4. Return without warning. When your transformation is complete, you will face a choice. Reveal yourself in absolute dominance, or remain unseen, operating from the shadows. Both paths lead to power, but either way, the weak will regret ever doubting you. If you choose to return, do so without explanation. There is no need to seek validation. There is no need to explain your absence. Simply arrive as a force that demands acknowledgement. No one will ask where you were. They will only ask about who you have become. If you choose permanent solitude, that is its own form of mastery. The Sith understand that power does not need to be paraded. Influence from the shadows is often more potent than open dominance. Some things to remember when the time comes. Reappear only when you are undeniably transformed. Carry yourself as if you never left. Power speaks for itself. If you choose to remain hidden, do so as a master who controls from the unseen. This is the way of the Sith, the path of silence, transformation, and absolute control over your life. The weak-minded masses will never understand why you disappeared. They will never comprehend why you refuse to seek their approval. And by the time they realize what you have become, it will be too late for them to stop you. Disappearance is not retreat, it is evolution. The shadows are where power is built, where the strongest minds are sharpened, where the next version of you is forged. Do not wait, do not hesitate. Erase the old self, move in silence, and re-emerge only when you are unstoppable. This is the path of true transformation. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. Now go and use the shadows to gain mastery over your life.